And the award goes to Kendrick Lamar!
It's
looking mad.
Yeah.
So you got the unreleased thing on?
Unreleased team.
Unreleased thing? Oh, on. How much did your outfit?
Man, I don't even know this shit.
Down before, when our pride was low, looking at the world, where do we go? I'm at the preacher's door, when they get a dead at the preacher's door.
Kendrick Lamar's Euphoria is a complex and layered track that delves into themes of authenticity, rivalry, and personal growth. It's part of Lamar's broader exploration of the hip-hop landscape, with a particular focus on his rivalry with Drake. Kendrick Lamar's legacy. To analyze Euphoria, we should be aware of Lamar's legacy and musical discography, as these factors are essential for the understanding of the content. Kendrick Lamar Duckworth was born on June 17, 1987, but you probably wouldn't know him as a renowned American rapper and songwriter. Indeed, much of his fame is built on the idea that he is the greatest rapper ever. However, other factors regarding a person's life are more important here, like being the only musician who doesn't work in classical music or jazz that has won a Pulitzer in music. He depicts this very poignantly by including the social and political aspects in his lyrics that has incited awareness around this generation issues. Lamar used the name K. Dot to put out songs as high school was running. He made his debut in with TDE and Black Hippie, the supergroup which is made up of MCs which he co-founded. He released his first album, Section 80, as an independent artist to wide critical acclaim, which thereafter helped him to secure a contract with Aftermath Entertainment and Interscope Records. He quickly became widely known. Besides, he earned his first Grammy Award with his second album named Good Kid, M.A.A.D. City, which was full of the elements of gangsta rap and brought a string of popular singles such as Swimming Pools, Drank, Poetic Justice, and Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. It was not only the album with the highest peak position, number 3, in hip-hop albums that stayed in the chart for about 10 years, but also the Billboard's chart record. Following South Africa trip, Lamar reworked his album To Pimp a Butterfly into a new sound by incorporating jazz and G-funk elements, debuting at number 1 on the US Billboard as well. In addition, the album received a lot of high-quality critical coverage. Together with Taylor Swift, they produced the remix of Bad Blood, which was his initial number 1 single on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. Farewell to TDE label, Deco released a double album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. In 2024, he had his third number 1 hit entitled Like That had Future and Metro Boomin as features as well. Lamar's awards tally consist of an Emmy Award, a Brit Award, 4 American Music Awards, 6 Billboard Music Awards, 11 VMAs, including 2 Video of the Year wins, 17 Grammys, the third most a rapper can ever get, and 29 HHAs, the most by any artist. It was Time magazine which designated him an influential force in the world in 2016 as one of their 100. One of the richest achievements of Kanye West as a rapper is the Damn Tour 2017-2018 and Big Steppers Tour 2022-2023, which are ranked among the top grossing rap tours. 2 of the albums appearing in the 2020 Rolling Stone The 500 Greatest Hits all-time list are his. Bordering on his music career, Lamar became a co-founder of the creative company PG Lang and also has ventured into film production business with his manager Dave Free. Besides being very generous to various charities and promoting the racial equality and the issues of mental health, he is also very active on these subjects. Euphoria is re-emphasizing his ongoing conflict with Drake, one of the subjects that has constantly kept his eyes on the prize, Lamar 2016. The track is cultivated out of 2 parts, where each one holds a priceless glimpse through the rivalry and the hip-hop scene ups and downs. Part 1, setting the stage. Euphoria opens with the run-through of the song The Wiz Sample, which is a remake of The Wizard of Oz. The sample goes, "Everything that they say about me is true," which instantly gives a vibe of confrontation and clearly raises the issue of rumors spreading and the people who make it as the main subject. It represents Drake so much that it suggests a bond between him and the late Michael Jackson, a figure who is also quite popular. It also seems that Kendrick attacks another artist, Drake, as his works continue the topic of the distorted personage. Kendrick Lamar defines the rapper's lyrics in the first act as an attack on Drake's alleged falsehood and his belief that he isn't authentic. Drake's role on Degrassi. Additionally, the line "Now I'm blessed" points to the fact that perhaps the transition from acting to rapping was not as smooth and painless as it might have been perceived. Indeed, Kendrick emphasizes the idea that the rapper is not genuine, meaning that the persona is in a sense a show that hides his true self and therefore a form of the acceptance by the community. Symbolism and double entendre. Kendrick will make double entendres, which are phrases that have two meanings, more complicated, and therefore compare his previous statement of Drake. He is poisonous about Drake's habit of embellishing certain stories to minimize his fame. Again, he says that is in no way genuine. What's interesting is that Kendrick makes us think that Drake's identity might be based on his desire to be admitted at the club, possibly pointing the finger at him that he's more a scammer than a true rap artist. The spectacular wordplay, an element in part 1, is also significant. Someone seen as so self-absorbed that they only address matters surrounding themselves and place themselves on a pedestal, which has not been seen in Kendrick. Moreover, these pacify lines could also be about rumors involving Drake's perhaps shady reputation, but the author tries to be less specific in order to let the audience interpret it on their own level. Omitting this key detail to the storyline is therefore a vital plot device that gradually shows the moral defects of Drake. Part 2. Beat switch and new themes. Part 2 of Euphoria is marked with a beat switch. This gives the audience a chance to assess the mood and the trend in the story. Kendrick is more into the study of the crusade of fame, achievement, and self-identity, and thus deconstructing Drake's public role. He discounts Drake's manliness and jocularly capitalizes on his latest purchase, a 17-karat diamond and ruby ring that belonged to Tupac, the late rap star. Kendrick sees this action as a denigration of Tupac and as a drawn-out process to insinuate that you are somehow special or likable. He makes the inference that associating with iconic figures is only to gain credibility. Kendrick's critique in Part 2 becomes more intense as he questions Drake's commitment to his own family and his role as a father. He references Drake's questionable relationship with his son and implies that he lacks the maturity and responsibility expected from someone in his position. Kendrick's tone suggests that he is trying to reveal the real Drake, exposing the discrepancies between his public persona and his private life. Euphoria is a song that is very poetic indeed, but it's just not about Kendrick Lamar being competitive with Drake. There is more to it than that. It digs deep into the topics as true self, personal interchange, and the constant pressure that the society throws over our shoulders. Indeed, the way in which Kendrick can creatively use double entendre and wordplay, thus adding another layer of contradictoriness and sophistication to his critique, is what helps the listeners to make their own conclusions. Kendrick Lamar accidentally acknowledged that Drake has a biased past and questioned Rack in this way. He implicitly highlighted himself as a socially conscious rapper who isn't afraid to deal with difficult issues. Through Euphoria, focusing on this theme indicates that Kendrick's songs are not only to be entertaining, but are also projected to change our way of thinking. Yet, like a penman whose words come alive, Kendrick's Euphoria is a monument of his versatility and wordplay ability. The cadence of the instruments with the beat changes and expressive lyrics is illustrative of his skills that are able to reach the audiences on several levels. With time, Kendrick becomes the artist he has always meant to be. A variety of tracks such as Euphoria is a solidified indication of his daringness to break the boundaries and explore deeper the complexities of the hip-hop industry and the world beyond. And with that, our video comes to end. Don't forget to subscribe.